Coming this way.
Yeah, I can't really get in this.
No, you can't get in here.
We're doing it. We did it.
We did it.
It's done.
Hello!
Hey.
We're back.
We are totally here.
We did a video like this a year ago, and now we're doing it again.
Except different, but the same.
Yeah. We asked for questions, and we got over 60 of them. So for right now, we're going to answer your specifically Valentine's Day related, time-sensitive, some of them, questions, and save the rest for rainy days.
Yeah. Or not a rainy day. Just this one later.
It's probably not going to rain on the day that we want to do the video, so...
Or will it?
Let's get into it. Lord Coyote asked, what are Valentine's Day gifts or suggestions that women cringe at getting?
Here's the first thing to remember, boys or girls. The main thing is you want to stay within the boundaries of your relationship. It's only going to come off as creepy or cringeworthy when it's outside of the bounds of the relationship. So if Michelle and I were just friends, we see each other at lunch, and then I were to bring her a diamond tennis bracelet, that is way stepping out of the boundaries. But let's say it's the same friend, I get her for Valentine's Day, you know, a carnation. Well, as friends, that's within the boundaries of our relationship. It's a girl I'm interested in. Maybe it's tickets to a movie, maybe it's something simple.
Keep it simple.
Just keep it simple.
How do you convince someone that it is totally okay to be single on Valentine's Day?
Here's the thing, you're only going to be sad about being alone on Valentine's Day if you're sad about being alone in general.
Yeah.
Which just means you feel crappy about yourself. Well, do something to make yourself feel good.
Yeah.
Like yourself. Spend Valentine's Day single, treating yourself.
Yeah.
Treat
yourself.
Yeah, treat yourself. Make yourself feel special.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Good answer.
Good answer.
And on that same vein, what should single people do on Valentine's Day?
Masturbate a lot.
Curiously.
Get some candles. You know, pay $20 to get access to that site you've been meaning to. What? Oh no! Don't do that. I'm just saying this.
Well,
have a nice
lots of
time.
free
Eat
porn.
some popcorn.
There's tons of free porn.
Tons of free porn.
So, or you could look at YouTube videos and ask girls why they aren't showing their tits.
Hey.
If you're into that.
There you go.
But there is porn on the internet.
What? Porn.
Should I take my best friend out on Valentine's Day even if we don't think of each other in a romantic way? If they're on the same page as you.
If you want it to just be a friend date, then be honest about it just being a friend date. If you want it to be a real date, then don't worry about asking for it to be a real date. Because the important thing is that you're being honest with yourself and the person that you're hanging out with.
You think Valentine's Day is strictly about romantic relationships? It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it can be made into a lot of things. Parks and Rec, they have
Valentine's Day.
And it's a time when ladies get together and celebrate their ladiness. Valentine's means nothing.
Valentine's Day takes place
the day before.
On the 13th.
Whatever.
so you've missed it.
So you've missed it.
Well, Valentine's Day is today. Anyway.
Yeah, we're filming this on Valentine's Day.
So
I went out with a bunch of ladies that were all single. We weren't being sad. We were out having fun.
Yeah.
That was the point.
that's the point. Go out and have fun.
Yeah. How do you impress a girl on a first date?
What does it take to impress you?
Not trying.
Well, so there was one guy that stands out in particular.
Oh, yeah. There was a guy I went out with who, like, did a lot of stuff, like pulling out my chair, and when it was time to pay for dinner, took out, like, a wad of $100 bills and was like, and I'm like, don't you have a credit card? Like, it just seemed like a lot, like, put on or just trying to impress me, and it just, like, my eyes couldn't have been rolling more, basically. You don't have to impress the girl, you just have to be yourself.
Now, if you happen to be a millionaire and you happen to have to carry hundreds on you at all times, or you're a rapper or you're whatever, then totally cool. If that's you being you, then be you. If you make $10 an hour working at a restaurant and you take some girl out, you know, go to a place that you feel is nice, but not one that has to be like the most expensive thing in the world.
You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars. Don't try to impress her.
It's dumb.
It's silly.
Yeah, just be yourself.
You're awesome.
Be cool.
Jeremy. What's the best type of ice cream for when you are alone on Valentine's Day?
Chocolate ice cream, mint chocolate chip ice cream, vanilla ice cream, Haagen-Dazs cherry ice cream with the vanilla chocolate chip.
I'm lactose intolerant. What are your thoughts on Valentine's Day? Do you think couples should act like it's V-Day every day and not just once a year? You know, it's a day. It's a reason to do something special if you don't usually do something special. Sometimes I think it's hard to remember to do all of that stuff. And I'll be like, ooh, Justin, let's go on a date on Saturday. And, like, we live together. But I'll still, like, purposely have date night. And then we don't invite friends, and we just spend some time alone together. So I think we probably remember to do that about every 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, we hang out with each other all the time.
Yeah.
We're around each other all day.
Yeah.
We play Halo
But there's
with
usually
each other
other
all
people
night.
around, and
Right.
and so if we have date night, then it's like a specific time that we're alone. And it's good to do that. And we're going to totes hang out on Valentine's Day alone.
I gotta look at the camera.
Yeah. Hard not to look at yourself.
Yeah, that's all I want to do.
How to easily say no to someone who asks you out on Valentine's Day.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ask me out. Ask me on Valentine's Day.
Justin, you want to go out to dinner with me on Valentine's Day?
I would love to. I mean, no. No. Here's the thing. It's very easy to tell someone no when you know that you're just being honest with them and that it doesn't mean anything negative about them. It just means that maybe you're not into them, and that's fine. Doesn't mean that you have to act awkwardly. That doesn't mean that they have to feel ashamed. It just means that, hey, buddy, we're friends, or, you know, I've already got a boyfriend, or I've already got a girlfriend, or whatever. Just don't worry about it, because if you're going to be afraid in the moment when they ask you out, then you're going to act like they asked you something really terrible and it'll make them feel bad.
Yeah.
Appreciate the fact that they asked, but kindly say, you know, I'm not interested in that way. Just be a nice, normal, considerate, compassionate person. Compassionate person. Do what you would want in the same situation.
Do unto others as you will do unto you. My girlfriend says she doesn't want gifts for Valentine's Day. Is that a ruse, or does she really not want anything? As a girl who has said that in the past, I will tell you it is not a ruse. She just doesn't want you to make a big deal out of it, and she probably is over the holiday in general. Maybe she's had a ridiculous one in the past, or she just doesn't like the cliche idea of getting a ton of gifts from your boyfriend on Valentine's Day. That being said, I also didn't want to completely ignore it, because what's going to happen to her is that all of her friends are going to be like, what did he do for you on Valentine's Day? And even if you're a girl who doesn't care about it, that can be annoying and difficult to deal with, and it's much easier if you have something to just say, like, oh, he wrote me a really nice card. Or he gave me a single rose and told me I'm beautiful and kissed me in the morning.
Or like, he made dinner for me.
Yeah.
Or he took me out to this place for mini golf.
Yeah.
Like, just something nice that allows you guys to have time together, that means something. It's a fun inside joke about the TV show that you guys watch. Whatever it is, it's just something for you guys. When a girl says that, they pretty much mean, I don't want some fancy necklace or earrings. I don't want a box of chocolate. I don't need a dozen roses. It doesn't mean forget that it's Valentine's Day. That's it. Remember that it's Valentine's Day. Make sure to, you know, give the kisses or the hugs or the I love yous or whatever. Make breakfast. Be nice. Have a nice time.
Do nice things.
Do nice things.
Last question for now.
Stupid incline.
Come here. Come here. Let's do this.
Okay.
How to keep the spark. My hubs and I have been together for 12 years. We're still in love but comfortable, and while that's okay, I miss the pop. And then she added a second part to that question. I guess what I'm trying to say is, we both work. I'm in nursing school. We have a 10-year-old. Our time together is incredibly limited. If we're alone together, we're sleeping. I just miss the connection. Definitely know where you're coming from. I mean, I don't have kids, and I'm not a nurse or anything like that, but after you've been together for a while, that pop that happens in the very beginning of a relationship fizzles out.
It's gone.
It's gone forever.
I don't know where it went. I think it's important in those times when you're feeling kind of frustrated is to communicate that with somebody. That doesn't mean oh, I
We
wish
had a big
that it
dramatic-
was like it used to be,
Yeah.
and we don't do
You know
enough
why?
anymore.
Because the beginning of a relationship, when things are really amazing, it's supposed to be like that then. And it's not necessarily always going to be like that. That's like the fire. That's like the crazy part. You can't live in that fire forever.
No.
And relationships are hard because you do have to make a conscious effort to keep things interesting the longer that you're together. If you're not getting what you want from him, then start giving what you would want to him. Because I think a lot of times when things get stagnant, it's stagnant and you're just kind of like, I wish it was different. But maybe he's thinking the exact same thing. Maybe there's stuff you can do to make it more sparky.
Maybe that even takes asking him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, just as much as it could be you making the effort to do something nice, it could also be you making the effort to ask him what he would want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that he would love to spend more time with you as well, but maybe he has something that's getting in the way that maybe you can help him with.
Mm-hmm. And I know it's like scheduling times to have sex is like, it kind of makes it less fun. One time our friend Eric was over our place and he was playing video games, and Justin went in the bathroom and I leaned down to Eric and I was like, Eric, this is the first time Justin and I have been alone in a long time. You need to get the fuck out.
Get out.
And he was like, I'm out. And so I was like, but don't tell Justin I asked you to leave because I don't want him to think that I'm like scheduling it. And so he's like, no problem. So he kind of sat around. So Justin gets out of the bathroom and Eric's like, oh man, Julie just called me. I gotta go. And then he got up and left and I was like, yes. So do whatever you gotta do. But just realize that you might have to make an effort.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. That's all we got for you right now. We got a lot of other questions to answer, so we'll be attempting to do that at different times this week and next
Totally.
week. Relationship
Totally do that.
Q&As,
Yeah.
just general relationship Qs that we'll be giving A's to. And that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all.
Okay.
We're done.
All right, I'm out here.
I'm out.
Peace. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks, babe.
That was great, guys.
Thanks, Emily.
Let's go on a triple date.
Triple date.
Triple day.
Triple date. Triple date. Triple date. Triple date. Triple date. Triple da-da-da.
Da-da-da.
There was a guy who liked me and brought me a dozen red roses and a teddy bear on Valentine's Day, and then when his friends saw him with it, they were like, what are you doing? And he was like, it's for Michelle. And they were like, shoot, she has a boyfriend. And he had never asked me if I have a boyfriend, and we were just friends. So he shoved it in his locker, and then we went on break for a week, and then he came back to dead roses in his locker. And later he told people he had sex with me, and he did not. He did not. So
Unless by sex he means left dead roses in his locker.
maybe that's what he thought it meant.